Good morning, developers. If you are new to the channel, my name is Rob, and it is JavaScript Tuesday, the day that we focus on the language itself. We've been going through the updates to ECMAScript, and today we are in ES14 with the toReversed method. It is a prototype of arrays, which means if you're an array, you have the toReversed method. If you'd like to see the playlist of all of the updates since ES6, I'll drop that in the description. I'll have another video that talks about the relationship between ECMAScript and JavaScript, but we are going to start off at the MDN docs, and then we'll hop over to our code editor. The toReversed method of array instances is the copying counterpart of the reverse method. It returns, so that's the key element there. It returns a new array with the elements in reversed order. So if we go to reverse quick, and I scroll to the very bottom, reverse has been around forever. So Chrome 1, Firefox 1, Safari 1, hopefully you know how it works. If we go to the description, it says the reverse method transposes the elements of the calling array object in place. It mutates the array and returns a reference to the array. I can't think of why that would ever be valuable, because you already have the original array because you just called reverse on it. This is not ever probably going to be valuable because it mutates in place. Up at the top here it says to reverse the elements in an array without mutating the original, used toReversed, and that is where we are at. This is pretty much a quality of life method. It simplifies things. When would you use it? Well, the times I have found it most useful, I've got data coming back from a database or an API, something like that, and I want to reverse it, but I need the original because I need to be able to refer to it or do more processing. This is exactly what you would use. Two other updates in ES14, toSorted and toSpliced. They're pretty much the same thing. It takes an original array method, sort, splice, just like reverse, that mutates the array in place. You want to return a new copy instead of mutating the old one. toReversed does the exact same thing. We hop over to our code editor. I'm going to use Node.js today for toSorted as an example. Usually I'll use script tags and do it in the browser, but I'll keep it here in Node, and we'll define an array which I will just have a bunch of integers in order, and we'll throw the string hello there at the end. If we run arr.reverse, open close, and we console.log it without making a new variable, actually I'll go ahead and do that. We'll make a, and we'll set it equal to that. We'll log both of them. So we've got the return value, which we already know is a reference because they told us, but we'll run the original. We run our code and they are identical because, again, this, I'm going to make that note, mutates in place. I'm going to copy this, comment it out, paste it in. Let's use our new method, toReversed, and we'll change our comment here, returns a reversed array. Run the code again, and it preserves the original and then gives us our new copy. This is, again, a utility or a quality of life. Historically, what we would have to have done is we would do something like const a equals array dot. You could use slice, or more recently, you could use spread syntax like this. That would do the trick, and then you could mutate a like that. It should not be reduced, it should be reversed. There we go. This is historically how we would have done it. We can just do it in one swoop. We don't have to copy it ourselves. Back over to the docs, it does not take any parameters. So unlike toSorted, this you can hand it a compare function. We don't have anything to compare here. It's just going to transpose the array, just flip all of the elements in the opposite order. The return value is the thing that we are getting back. In the description, it transposes the elements. When used on sparse arrays, it will iterate the empty slots as if they have the value undefined. So this isn't a big deal, but just to show you quickly, if I drop in here, let's put in index 25, the number 99. So we've got a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then we're going to skip a whole bunch of indices and hit 25. If we run our code again, this is what you probably are used to seeing, where JavaScript is really efficient in that it has dynamic arrays. We've got a whole bunch of indices. For whatever reason, we skipped a whole bunch, and it just simply notes these are empty. toReversed is going to create the value undefined in all of those slots. So again, it's not a big deal, just something to be aware of. They give an example. It's almost exactly what we had. They just didn't go quite as far. Reiterating the sparse array part there. You can call it on non-array objects because it is a generic method. Most array methods work like that. If you know what that means, just be aware of it. And then the specification, this is new as of the making of this video, at least sort of. Back up at the top, good support since July of 23 for browsers. But if you're running something older, Node 16, Node 18, or something like that, or older browsers, just be aware of it. And that pretty much does it for toReversed. Thanks so much for watching. I'll link another JavaScript Tuesday video, and I will see you next time.